Here are some handy tips to chase away the winter blues. The second Friday of January is known as Quitter's Day. It is the day people abandon their New Year's resolutions. Following closely on its heels is Blue Monday, typically the third Monday in January for the Northern Hemisphere. It is considered to be the most depressing day of the year. It actually started as a marketing gimmick for a travel company in the UK, but it has gained traction. While there isn't a lot of support from the scientific community, the general population can't quite shake the validity of the day based on how they are feeling. The festive holiday season is over with the bright lights and endless activities, leaving behind an unnerving quiet and a trail of debt in its wake. Not to mention, January feels physically cold and dark. That decrease in sunlight combined with cold temperatures often leads to S.A.D, aka seasonal affective disorder. The lack of sunshine can create a change in the body, leaving sufferers with fatigue, aches, and a desire to pull away from people and things they love, almost like a human version of hibernation. Quitter's Day, Blue Monday, and S.A.D, no wonder January can seem terribly bleak. So, how can we combat this? Here are some practical tips. Number 1. Ironically, one great way to ward off the winter blues might be the one thing you just quit on Friday. Exercise, movement, even dancing are wonderful mood boosters. Bundle up and brave that walk. Just 20 minutes a day out in fresh air cleans your lungs, helps your immune system and your digestive system, and boosts your mood, mind, and energy. If you can't make it outside, 15 minutes of dancing is enough to elevate your mood, so turn on those tunes. An average song lasts about 3 minutes. Create a mini playlist of 5 moving and grooving songs. Number 2. Especially if you can't safely get outside for sunshine, talk to your doctor about vitamin D supplements. A deficiency in D can cause low moods, aches, and fatigue, so let's rule that out. Number 3, seek out others. Be in community. Make a lunch date because you are less likely to back out if you are accountable to another person. Check your church and local library for events in a cozy location. Over the holidays, many families make it a point to serve in the community, but with the new year, that volunteer pool dissipates. Now would be the great time to consider serving at a local shelter, meal site, or food bank. If that isn't feasible, instead of eating cookies, bake and take them to a neighbor who might just be feeling as blue as you are and needs a visit. Number 4, know when it's too much. If the blues are turning into despair or deep depression, reach out to your healthcare provider. And if you ever have thoughts of self-harm, call or text 988. But most important and number 1 blues chaser is hope. Just knowing that God is always with us is a genuine comfort. God promises restoration. While winter may seem barren and isolated like a desert, God can breathe new life into us. Walk with me through the valley of dry bones in the book of Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 37, 1 through 14. The hand of the Lord was on me, and he brought me out by the Spirit of the Lord, and set me in the middle of a valley. It was full of bones. He led me back and forth among them, and I saw a great many bones on the floor of the valley, bones that were very dry. He asked me, Son of man, can these bones live? I said, Sovereign Lord, you alone know. Then he said to me, Prophesy to these bones and say to them, Dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the Sovereign Lord says to these bones. I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. I will attach tendons to you and make flesh come upon you and cover you with skin. I will put breath in you, and you will come to life. Then you will know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I was prophesying, there was a noise, a rattling sound, and the bones came together, bone to bone. I looked, and tendons and flesh appeared on them, and skin covered them, but there was no breath in them. Then he said to me, Prophesy to breathe. Prophesy, Son of man, and say to it, This is what the sovereign Lord says. Come, breath from the four winds, and breathe into these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath entered them, and they came to life and stood up on their feet, a vast army. Then he said to me, Son of man, these bones are the people of Israel. They say, Our bones are dried up, and our hope is gone. We are cut off. Therefore, prophesy and say to them, This is what the sovereign Lord says. My people, I am going to open your graves and bring you up from them. I will bring you back to the land of Israel. Then you, my people, will know that I am the Lord. When I open your graves and bring you up from them, I will put my spirit in you, and you will live, and I will settle you in your own land. Then you will know that I, the Lord, have spoken, and I have done it, declares the Lord. The people of Israel were pretty depressed. They were exiled and away from their homeland. It might have seemed pretty hopeless, yet God promises their restoration and ours. If God can raise dry bones back to life, then we surely can ward off the winter blues and that feeling of quitting by picking up our own shield of faith and believe in God's promises. That pure hope will surely raise our winter bones up, out, and back to life.